How much earnest money to put down? And as a trustworthy and successful real estate agent, I'm going to answer that question for you. Now, in most real estate deals, the buyer will offer 2 to 4% down as earnest money. Now, this is not all deals, but in most deals, it'll fall in between that range. Now, just remember, earnest money is one of the few things that protects the seller. They're taking their property off the market for over a month, and they're trusting that you as the buyer are going to be able to get everything in order to finish that purchase of that property. So if you don't do that, and at the very last second you back out of that particular deal, they get to keep your earnest money. So it's kind of payment for them taking their property off the market for a long period of time and potentially setting up movers, so on and so forth. So it is one of the few things that protects them. So if you do not offer enough earnest money, a seller is going to feel like, hey, I'm not protected. If you're only going to give me maybe, a 0.5% of this deal up front, and you back out at the last second, this wasn't worth my time. It was a big waste of time. Now, just remember, there's also times where a buyer will offer way more money down for an earnest deposit. As an example, you might offer a 10% earnest deposit if you really, really love a property and there's going to be a lot of competition on it. Because if your offers are all equal price-wise, but you're the one that is putting up more earnest money, that shows that you have no intention on backing out of this deal, and the seller might accept your particular offer. And also, here's another tip. You can use earnest money to get more money off the price of the property. So let's say you want a $20,000 discount on the property. Well, you have to give to get. So maybe you offer a lot more earnest money to show how serious you are about closing on this property, but in turn, you want a $20,000 discount. Maybe the seller wouldn't normally give that $20,000 discount. Maybe they're thinking only $15,000, but they go, well, hold on. This person is putting up 10% earnest money. So they're very, very serious. I just want to sell this property. And if they're that serious, I'll give them that extra $5,000 off. So earnest money could be used as a great negotiation tool. It could be used to win properties when there are 5 or 6 different offers at the exact same time. It could be used as a negotiation tool to get more money off of the particular property. And it also can protect the seller. So when you're making your offer, don't just generically throw out a number for that earnest money. It can be the difference between you winning the property you love or losing it. Now, since I got straight to the point in this video and gave you some quality information, I do think that deserves a like and subscribe. So if you can do that for me right now before you click to the next video, I will really appreciate it. And as usual, if you're interested in buying, selling, renting, or relocating down here to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or the neighboring areas, and you need a good real estate agent, give me a call or send me a text. All my contact details are in the description below. Have a great day.